Okay, looks like I spoke way too soon. I had a batch blow up on me last night, and it was that stone I had in the video with the turkey roaster, that colorful stone. I put that in here along with a couple chips from two more nodules from the same area, and I dried these out for 36 hours and at 200, and then I cranked the heat all the way to 450 like a dummy. I think I was being impatient. So uh, I sat here trying to figure out what happened exactly because I think the stones are dry. And what I think happened is that this oven is a lot more efficient than my other one, so it ramps up faster. And also, the stone was too large. Uh, the outside of the stone heats up faster than the inside, so if it can't handle the expansion, it'll just pieces will start flying off the surface. I think that's what happened. Anyway, last night when I turned the heat on, when I turned the heat up to 450, I left the shop for a few minutes, maybe 15 minutes, and came back and I heard a noise in the shop and I thought one of the dogs had come in here, and I looked around and I heard this popping noise from the roaster and it sounded like popcorn going off, and sure enough it was exploding. So I immediately turned the heat down to zero, covered it, and came back this morning and this is what I saw. Totally exploded. Well, not totally. There's one piece that's left, and even though I was stupid, I can still learn from this. Uh, I'm told this is volcanic ash, petrified volcanic ash from South Texas. And I've never heat treated this before, and the chip I had removed was really hard and grainy and very difficult to nap, so I figured a high heat would work on it, and it probably does, but I shouldn't have put in such a large piece. And I have some other chips in here from from two other nodules from the same area, and nothing happened to these. Now I'm going to chip these and see if they responded to the heat at all, and see if they chip easier. I label this number 3 and number 1. But number 2 rock totally blew up. And another thing I learned from this is probably the largest and thickest size that I should be heat treating right here. So I'll save this for future reference. But I just wanted to show you guys that it can happen. And I spoke too soon. Very first batch. First batch in the new roaster totally exploded. Alright, I'll be more careful next time. Alright. One thing I forgot to mention was there was also a strange odor in the shop while I was heating this. Not at 200, but when I cranked it to 450, I didn't smell it right away. I was in the shop for a few minutes, and then I left and came back, and there was definitely a strong odor in the shop, kind of like an electrical odor. And it's not that uncommon. Some stones will outgas, and you get this kind of a petroleum type smell or another type of smell. But yeah, I had to turn the fan on and get the odor out of the shop. So that's another thing with this, and it probably has to do with the fact that this used to be volcanic ash. So that's something else that I'm going to monitor next time. I'll turn the fan on, make sure I don't breathe any of those gases. Anyway, that's it.